Tracy, and I think it's a great tool. Do you know what is it? I think it's something you know very well. It's what is it? PHP error, exactly. Well-known PHP error, undefined variable, or it can be warning. It's very same. And what is this?
Exception.
Yes, it's called exception. There are a lot of information, but it is not always positive because it's hard to orient in it and find out what's wrong. So there are some tools which help display these errors in some better form, with some nicer face. And today I will show you a tool which is used to display errors most nice way. And this tool is called Tracy. So Tracy is about debugging PHP code. It's tools for visualizing errors, logging errors, dumping variables, and something more. You can think it's new kid on the block, but in fact Tracy is 10 years old. So it's mature and stable software. In my home country, in Czech Republic, it is the most used debugging tool. I think nearly every PHP developer knows Tracy. So today I'll show Tracy to you. Let's start with Tracy. First step is to install Tracy. You can install it using Composer. Composer requires Tracy/Tracy, or you can download single file Tracy file from GitHub. And the second step is to enable Tracy. It's real easy. Tracy debugger you can enable, and now all errors and uncalled exceptions will be handled by Tracy. So we look at previous error, undefined variable from, and this is the same error handled by Tracy. So there is error message. You can see code, the line where errors occurs is highlighted. You can easily teach Tracy to open files in your editor. So you can click on file name and it opens in your editor on correct line. Here is also call stack. It's fully dynamic. You can click to open source or click to see arguments. And what about exception? This exception again handled by Tracy. So in this slide you can see open call stack. Yes, there is source code. Again, you can click on file and open it in editor. Tracy handles all errors. So this is example of parse error. Again, you can click and fix your code. Tracy hints and corrects too. So it's like good friend watching your back, and sometimes it says, it's maybe example. This is the error message, PHP error message, undefined variable from, and this is the same error message displayed by Tracy, and there is a little bit different in this part. This part was added by Tracy. It analyzes your code or your context, and it suggests what you probably mean, because it knows that this variable is created, but here is typo. So it says, did you mean is really very great feature of Tracy. Maybe you feel like, okay, if Tracy is so clever, it can fix error. Yes, it's exactly what it can do. You can click on the and it fixes your bug. Believe me, it's very addictive to use Tracy. Tracy bar. Tracy bar is about information. Information matters. Who have more information have more power. So maybe did you notice this small bar in previous slide? I know. Oh, this is Tracy bar. You can drag it and move elsewhere on screen, and there is first panel. When you click on this panel, it shows you system info, so execution time, allocated memory, including fast IP addresses, etc. There is also panel for database. Every queries. You can click on explain and see it's explain command, SQL command, and you can check if indexes was used or if it is not so query. Also, you can click on this file. It's place where query was called. There it is that there is a place where a lot of plugins for Tracy. So you can add new panels, panel for doctrine, panels for translating, Xdebug panel. So you can extend Tracy bar with other panels. And the last thing I will talk about is dumping variables. Sometimes you need to dump some variable or a result of function or something, you know. So I have here this example. In PHP we have two functions or maybe more functions for dumping variables. I think the most used are print, R, and var dump. But again, the output is not, it looks like mess, not nice. So Tracy has own function, it's simply dump. It's global function, only one global function in this library. And this is the output of dump. Again, it's dynamic, you can click and close or open arrays or nested objects. It also works in a command line interface with colors, so you can use it in HTML page or in command line. Sometimes you have more than one dump, you know, as var global server. So it's hard to find out which dump is which code. So you can instruct Tracy to show location, and when you set show location, it add locations to each dump. And here is hint with line of source code, so you can see dump server. This array is server. All the time we have seen Tracy in development mode, but it can be switched to production mode too. In production mode, no sensitive information are displayed, so no bar, no dumps, and everything is locked on server. So this is error page. This is uncaught exception in production mode. And the red screen we've seen before is logged to server as HTML file. So you can download this file, open it. It helps you to find bug, and you can fix it and make application great again. You can use Tracy with any code base, with a framework. For example, there is plugin to use Tracy with WordPress. So it can be used in your new project or older project. It's really nice to have better visualizing of errors. So Tracy is of course open source. It's absolutely free, and it's part of Neta. Neta is family of
Real programmers don't use frameworks.
Yes.
Let's all go home.
They write web applications through command line straight to the server. So, but for us is frameworks and these tools. It has been rated as the third most popular in the world in 2015, I think. So visit this page and you can start to use Tracy or great templating engine Latte. We can talk about Latte next time. Thank you.
Thank you. When you were clicking the files on the screen, so you said it would open the files. You were actually executing that in the browser, and there's something installed in the browsers that will open your file, or it's a different application, what's that?
There is JavaScript that opens the editor. So
okay, so it's in the browser, everything.
It's not in browser. There is how to say it, scheme, and it's a little hack in every operating system. It is a little different, but there are files, there are scripts how to set up it with nearly every popular
browser. Okay. Okay. What about installing it with on another framework? You said you would use it without a framework, but if you use it in a project with a framework that already has some kind of debugging, I mean similar functionality, is it compatible? Does it take over? Does it break?
I don't know. I use it with Neta framework. Maybe somebody use it with Symfony. Is that or?
Yeah, you can use Tracy to override the default debugger in Symfony.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And I heard there is also a Java port of Tracy. So if you will develop Java, you can use Tracy too.
Okay.
Or, how it's called? Tracy.
Tracy for J.
Tracy for Java.
It should be called Jay-Z. Maybe. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.